Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for clicking. New Costco is coming, but where? We're gonna play a little guessing game, and I gave you on my thumbnail, Oakville, Milton, or Burlington. So I will give you a hint. Number one hint, the land. Where do you think a huge parcel of land we can find today? Between Milton, Oakville, or Burlington? Number two, it is close to a highway, right? Is Milton close to a highway? Absolutely. Is Oakville or Burlington close to a highway? Absolutely. Well, now I'm going to reveal it to you. Finally, it is Oakville. Town of Oakville, bordering Burlington, got the approvals in a conditional stage as we speak, and they will open a humongous Costco right here on this parcel of land by Wyecroft and Burlington near QEW Highway. So as you can see, I don't know what this means to the community. I know it's good news. Most of us shop in Costco, including all of my friends and mostly everybody that I know. I mean, it is what it is. It's a gigantic store. A big parcel of land like this requires a giant like that in order to occupy, in order to build, to have the right funds, and to move people around, right? Because like Costco goes through different stages when it comes to approvals and stuff like that, and how they manage these blocks where they open Costco's and whatnot. Obviously, it's population driven, and the logistics and transit and everything else. So let me read the news actually to you. So conditional approval, an update on the new Costco planned for Oakville. So the proposal development to build a new Costco in Oakville has been approved in principle in town of Oakville. In an email inside of Halton, town of Oakville, said staff reviewed the site plans, application filled by the big box retail giant. Obviously, they have to go through an approval stage. They have to go through all of these segments when it comes to developing such a huge, gigantic structure, right? So the conditional approval means that the proposed development is approved in principle subject to conditions which require additional submissions by the applicant and finalize of plans of the satisfactory to the town, which means they have to go through different hoops and loops in order to get these things approved. But believe me, Costco is someone who does their things right. They sink a lot of money into their, I would say, projects and their brand and locations and whatnot. But what does this mean? What does this mean to the people, to the residents that actually live here? I mean, there was a fight, like not a fight, a proposed Costco in Milton, Burlington, and Oakville. I mean, in Burlington, they already have one by Brown Street and QEW area and stuff like that. So I think that pocket right there is satisfied. I don't know where they would build another Costco in Burlington, to be honest with you. This being on the border between Oakville and Burlington, it's kind of a perfect fit, right? And you have other giants like, you know, Home Depot and Dollarama and Longos, and then, you know, Urban Barn, Oshkosh, Walking on the Cloud, Furniture Decor, Lint. They have a Lint store? That's crazy.
Delicious.
Anyways, Tommy Hilfiger, you get the point. I mean, it's a nice plaza that can accommodate, obviously, the Costco. Even though I believe that a Costco on its own can survive. I mean, you can open a Costco on a field somewhere in a small town, and everybody around will drive to it, right? Like, they do not need the accessories that most other brands need in order to survive. And Costco can survive on its own. So But it was interesting, and I was actually surprised because I was following this for a while now, why they didn't approve it for Milton. I mean, like, Milton it's growing, it's definitely big, and it would definitely, residents of Milton would appreciate a Costco, because now they either have to drive down south to Burlington, Brant, or QW. They would have to then maybe drive to Mississauga, Heartland Center. I don't know where else they would go, maybe Brampton. But those are pretty much the options, right? So anyways, Oakville won. I mean, it is obvious. I mean, Oakville is Oakville, right? I mean, it's the QEW right here. It's always busy. This plaza is perfect for it. I mean, it's going to be across the street. It's just perfect, like a perfect fit. And I'm sure that Costco is doing their due diligence. So now, let me ask you a question. Would you, for example, if we had two homes in two different locations, they were the same home, same price point, same everything, and one had a Costco nearby and the other one didn't, would that purchasing decision be weighted on Costco being nearby? Like, I know sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, you know, in the city, if you're close to a subway or transit hub or something like that, that's a huge value proposition, right? You know, for the elderlies, I would probably say it is transit, I would say groceries, I would say hospitals and stuff like that, right? For people living outside the city, in the town, like in smaller towns, they value all of the above, obviously, but they value like logistics when it comes to transportation and access to highways and stuff like that, right? So I think one of the reasons why Milton grew rapidly is because it was on that 401 highway, and you know, like they just grew, right? Because the access to get to Mississauga when there's no traffic, it's literally 15 minutes, right? Like, and then down south, like, you know, Trafalgar is a big road, and Bronte, and there's so many these roads that are connecting Oakville to Milton. So I think the logistics made sense, and that's why Milton grew. So, but would that, in your case, would be a decision when purchasing a home or not? Like, I mean, that's a question that I never had any clients that said no. When it comes to that purchase, like when they're buying a house, they're, I guess, buying a house. Like, they don't care if in fact they wouldn't like it if they lived in a block where there is a Costco because of traffic and everything else. But you know, they like it if it's close. You know, like I heard a couple of comments in my career, like, you know, like over a decade long, like a career, they said, like, I don't want to live near that thing. Like, I spend too much money on Costco or whatever. Now, it is debatable, right? Like, I mean, there are crazy good deals in Costco, and I think it's like getting in and out, obviously buying bulk, that's what they're known for. Like, so I do not really know what this particular move will do. I think it's just going to enhance this particular pocket on Wyecroft and Bronte, and you know, like, I don't think that this area will see another dramatic change. Like, for example, I remember a few years ago when they opened up Costco in Niagara Falls, right? So it was crazy because they opened up that Costco near a small plaza, much smaller than this. So they opened it up, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what are these people doing? Like, I mean, there's nobody here, right? And then the next thing you know, they build, like, you know, 5,000 homes within the next 3-4 years right around that little Costco, right? So I don't think it's going to happen in this particular pocket, because it definitely, you know, it's built up. It like, it has already everything that it needs. So let's see how this will pan out. They're hoping to open up this particular Costco in 2025. So let's see how fast they can build it. I've seen Costco's go up within, you know, a year or two once they have the approval in hand. And let me tell you, they will need that approval to start. Thank you all for watching. Please like and share this video, and just comment below if a Costco will be a decision making in purchasing your next home. Thanks for watching.